Hi everyone, my name is George Corbeil. In this video, I'll explain a typical horizontal distribution of HVAC ventilation. Here's how I see it. In its simplest form, buildings' HVAC systems provide ventilation air through air ducts. Any return air will be cooled or heated and returned at a temperature usually set at 55 degrees Fahrenheit or 13 degrees Celsius. But in actuality, HVAC systems are much more complex. Before being supplied into the building or individual spaces, the air must be filtered, its humidity must be adjusted, and it must be properly distributed, including vertical and horizontal balances. In this video, we will focus on the horizontal distribution system on a typical floor. The building's vertical distribution system will be explained in another video. In most HVAC systems, air travels in ducts at 55 degrees Fahrenheit or 13 degrees Celsius to be discharged into the space that is being conditioned. Air will be discharged into that space through diffusers and will passively leave that space through grills into an area above the suspended ceiling referred to as the return air plenum. Here you see two common air supply methods into a space. The first method is called variable volume constant temperature, or VAV. The thermostat monitoring the space's temperature simply controls the amount of 55 degrees Fahrenheit or 13 degrees Celsius air to be discharged through the diffuser by controlling the position of a damper. Although the temperature of the air flowing into the space will be constant, the volume of that air will vary. The second method is called constant volume variable temperature. The thermostat monitoring the space temperature controls a reheat coil, either electric or hot water, just ahead of the diffuser. Although the volume of the air flowing into the space may be constant, the temperature of that air will vary. A typical commercial office tower floor plate has an area called the core. In this area, you will find typically stairwells, elevator shafts, washrooms, a telecom room, an electrical room, a mechanical room, two vertical exhaust ducts, the toilet and the general, and a vertical makeup air duct usually passing through the mechanical room. The total amount of air leaving a floor through the exhaust ducts must be replenished with this makeup air. Supply air is discharged throughout the floor in what is often referred to as a ring duct. Again, this air is distributed to the greatest extent possible at 55 degrees Fahrenheit or 13 degrees Celsius. The warm air returning from the spaces does not require an air duct. It simply flows passively above the suspended ceiling to the mechanical room, where it is mixed with the floor's makeup air, and together they are filtered and cooled to 55 degrees Fahrenheit or 13 degrees Celsius. This air is now discharged into the ring duct for distribution throughout the floor. The air in the ring duct will be distributed to various areas on the floor throughout numerous branch ducts. Please note that with a VAV system, as the various dampers are closed and open, the pressure in the ring duct will vary. The pressure in the duct must be constantly monitored and the discharge of the supply fan must be constantly adjusted, either by means of a variable inlet vanes or variable frequency drive. A VAV design system relies on the heat from lighting and people to provide most of the heating, even when cooling is not required. There will be a minimum amount of air supplied into the space since the VAV air damper has a minimum position provision. However, in most systems, VAV and variable temperature, a heat source installation can be found in the perimeter area of the floor. This heating installation can either be a simple radiator design or an induction unit design. An induction unit is an air supply unit located along the outside wall. This unit has a supply air duct feeding several nozzles, constantly discharging air vertically upward. In so doing, air already present in the room space is induced to flow into the unit and mix with the discharging new air. As the air is induced into the unit, it passes through a heating coil, either electric or hot water, which is controlled by a local thermostat. This is my understanding of a typical horizontal distribution system. Thank you, and have a good day.